Hey, welcome to Let's Make Miracles.
I'm Alex, and
I'm Jen.
we're working through the Course in Miracles over the course of an entire year.
Yeah.
Ready?
Alright, Lesson 10.
Lesson 10.
My thoughts do not mean anything. Today was a particular rough day for me with this concept. It was helpful, but I felt myself struggling.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember texting you that earlier. I felt like my thoughts were strong or loud. And I know that I wasn't feeling the best. I wasn't the happiest. I wasn't at my full potential. And I knew it was because I was seeing something that wasn't there. And you said his point with these lessons is that what you think are your thoughts are not really your thoughts. And I said, I know, but my emotion is caught up with it. And you said, there are illusions that cover up your real thoughts. You're upset because you're seeing thoughts that are not really there.
I don't remember this conversation at all. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. And you thought we had a separate entire conversation that never took place. So.
It happens.
I'm apparently old man.
Whatever.
My thoughts do not mean anything.
What does that mean?
Funny. I don't know if I could really say much about this. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Is it, though?
I think I've been applying it so much today that I can't think of anything to say on this. Because it doesn't mean anything. It's up to the person listening to decide what it means. Or doesn't mean.
No, it just doesn't mean anything. Let's start by reading the lesson, I guess.
Okay.
And see where we go from there. Lesson 10. My thoughts do not mean anything. This idea applies to all the thoughts of which you are aware, or become aware in the practice periods. The reason the idea is applicable to all of them is that they are not your real thoughts. We have made this distinction before, and will do so again. You have no basis for comparison as yet. When you do, you will have no doubt that what you once believed were your thoughts did not mean anything. This is the second time we have used this kind of idea. The form is only slightly different. This time the idea is introduced with my thoughts instead of these thoughts, and no link is made overtly with the things around you. The emphasis is now on the lack of reality of what you think you think. This aspect of the correction process began with the idea that the thoughts of which you are aware are meaningless outside rather than within, and then stressed their past rather than their present status. Now we are emphasizing that the presence of these thoughts mean that you are not thinking. This is merely another way of repeating our earlier statement that your mind is really a blank. To recognize this is to recognize nothingness when you think you see it. As such, it is the prerequisite for vision. Close your eyes for these exercises and introduce them by repeating the idea for today quite slowly to yourself. Then add, this idea will help to release me from all that I now believe. The exercises consist, as before, in searching your mind for all the thoughts that are available to you, without selection or judgment. Try to avoid classification of any kind. In fact, if you find it helpful to do so, you might imagine that you are watching an oddly assorted procession going by, which has little, if any, personal meaning to you. As each one crosses your mind, say, my thought about blank does not mean anything. My thought about blank does not mean anything. Today's thought can obviously serve for any thought that distresses you at any time. In addition, 5 practice periods are recommended, each involving no more than a minute or so of mind searching. It is not recommended that this time period be extended, and it should be reduced to half a minute or less if you experience discomfort. Remember, however, to repeat the idea slowly before applying it specifically, and also to add, this idea will help to release me from all that I now believe. Any thoughts?
I could probably make another reference to the Matrix right now.
You've made a reference to the Matrix for the past 3-4 episodes, I think.
They probably got their inspiration from this, from the movie for that. From the movie, from this, or to, I don't know what I'm talking about, man. I can't formulate the word. My thoughts don't mean anything.
Yeah.
But, I mean, any obstacle that is in your way is essentially all made up in your head.
Yeah.
If it's not a physical obstacle, there we go. If it's not a physical obstacle, then it doesn't mean anything.
I think you'll find that he's building to the idea that even the
Spoilers.
physical... Okay. I don't know that it's helpful, so it can wait. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us on our Facebook group, Let's Meet Miracles, or on our Instagram pages at Zenfully Ever After and Heart Lotus Guru.
If you could give us a review in iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you listen to podcasts, that would really help us be more visible to more people.
Thanks.